Welcome to UNF Now on UNF TV. I'm Rebecca Davidson. We bring you all the UNF and Jacksonville news you need now. Facebook is no longer just a social networking site. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office arrested a man on Thursday after receiving a tip through Facebook. The tip revealed the name of a man later arrested for suspicion of home invasion robbery. The JSO Facebook page has over 10,000 followers and is accessible to anyone with a Facebook account. Well, hurricane season is almost here, and that means it's time to stock up before the stormy weather hits. According to the National Hurricane Center, there are a few essentials that every house should keep on hand. Enough water and food for several days are the most important items, also a first aid kit, a flashlight with batteries, and a radio. And if you've got pets in the house, make sure there's enough food for them as well. For the complete list of hurricane essentials, you can visit www.nhc.noaa.gov. Well, the summer weather has been kind to us lately. Let's see if it continues today with the UNF Now weather report. Planning a trip soon? If so, make sure you take precautions when it comes to using your credit card. Hotel guests' credit cards are in danger from people posing as hotel clerks. They can hack into the phone system and call guests to ask for their credit card information. This has been a trend during the summer season when vacations are extra popular. Dan Parsons of Better Business Bureau states that these thieves are even trying to catch guests off guard by calling during the night. Officials say credit card information should never be given over the phone. Money is again going digital, and this time it's historical. The United States Treasury announced late last week that all U.S. savings bonds will go electronic beginning in January. Paper bonds won't be for sale for the first time in 76 years. The shift is expected to save the government millions of dollars. Bonds can be purchased online now, and a paper form is sent to the buyer after. This will no longer be the case in the new year. Also, the move won't affect any existing paper bonds. Well, iPhones may be some of the most popular smart devices on the market, but they can also be nearly impossible to keep in one piece. But for one iPhone owner, the device has become simply indestructible. Jared McKinney dropped his iPhone while skydiving over 13,000 feet. He found it on the roof of a building nearby, and he was surprised to find that the phone could still receive calls even after the fall.
So after 13,000 feet, he drops his phone and it doesn't shatter.
I know, it's a long way. It cracked the screen, but it still worked.
I dropped my phone off 2 feet and it goes everywhere. Battery falls out and it's just a mess.
I know, it's amazing. I might have to get an iPhone after this.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it too.
So what have you got for us in the sports world, Joe?
Well, we're going to talk about the Jacksonville Sharks and the Jacksonville Suns and also the United States soccer team. If anybody watched it, kind of disappointing, but we'll talk about it.
Alrighty.
Well, the Sharks' 13-game win streak was enough to clinch the best record in the American Conference, but with one game left in the regular season, they're in jeopardy of going into the playoffs on a 4-game losing streak. The Sharks took a tough loss on Saturday to the Kansas City Command, losing 49-48 in overtime. The Sharks went for the 2-point conversion and the win, but failed, giving them their third straight loss. The final game of the year is Friday night at home against the Spokane Shot, last year's AFL champions. However, the matchup is set for the Sharks to play the Orlando Predators in the first round of the playoffs on July 29th. The Sharks lost last year's first round meeting 73-69. The Jacksonville Suns have a new addition to their team. The Florida Marlins outfielder Chris Coughlin was optioned to Class AA Jacksonville Wednesday as a part of a rehab assignment. In 5 games with the Suns, Coughlin is 4 for 19 with 3 runs scored, and the team is 3-2 since his arrival. Coughlin said his timing is getting better, and he hopes to be called back up now that the 6-game series is over at Birmingham. Chris was put on the 15-day disabled list on June 20th with knee inflammation. Well, the United States soccer team lost to Japan in a shootout on Sunday in the 2011 World Cup Finals. Japan scored in the 118th minute of overtime to tie the game at 2, the latest goal to ever be scored in a gold medal game. Japan went on to win the shootout 3-1, giving them Asia's first Women's World Cup and denying U.S. of their third title. You know, it was a disappointing loss, but it was a great game to watch throughout.
It was a close game. It was definitely an exciting game, even though the outcome wasn't what we might have picked, but it was still fun to watch.
Yeah, it was.
Well, thank you for tuning in, and check in with us anytime you need your news now. Have a great day, Jacksonville.